Have you ever paused halfway up the stairs, your legs trembling under you, and thought, why is this happening? You eat well, you take your walks, you try to stay active, yet somehow, each step feels a little heavier, each chair a little harder to rise from. Is it simply aging, or is there something hidden, quietly draining your strength? Today, I'm going to share something most seniors have never been told, something that could change how you think about your health forever. Because sometimes it's not what you're not doing. It's what you're doing without even realizing it. Most seniors make a small, innocent mistake every day. A mistake made with confidence, even pride. They reach for the healthy options they've trusted their whole lives. Fresh, colorful fruits. Yes, fruits. But here is a truth few dare to say out loud. Not all fruits are good for seniors. In fact, some of the fruits you eat every week could be slowly weakening your legs, inflaming your joints, and making walking more painful than it should be. You deserve to know the truth. Stick with me until the end. Your legs might just be waiting for this wake-up call. Anna's story, a journey to walk freely again. Anna was 67 years old, and for most of her life, she had done everything right. Every morning without fail, she started her day with a colorful bowl of fresh fruits. In the afternoons, she laced up her sneakers and went for gentle walks around her neighborhood. Evenings were reserved for simple stretching exercises, keeping her body as active as she could. Anna believed she was doing all she needed to stay strong and independent. But then, little by little, things began to change. She first noticed it during her walks, a slight stiffness in her knees that wasn't there before. At first, she brushed it off. Maybe she had slept wrong, she thought. But soon, even short strolls left her ankles swollen and sore. When she sat for a while, her legs would feel unusually heavy, making it difficult to get up again without steadying herself. Worried, Anna turned to the people she trusted, her doctors. But the answers she got were frustratingly vague. It's just part of aging, they said with a polite smile. Everyone slows down eventually. Anna nodded, but inside, she wasn't ready to accept it. Not yet. She had always been active, and she believed there had to be more to the story. Determined not to give up, Anna started digging. She spent late nights reading articles, listening to talks, and asking questions. She wanted to understand her body, what was happening underneath the surface. And that's when she stumbled upon something she had never really considered before. The hidden impact of certain foods on joint and leg health. It wasn't about giving up walking or exercise. It wasn't just about aging. It was about small, everyday choices that could either nourish her joints or quietly work against them. Anna realized that even some of the healthy food she loved could contribute to inflammation. She began making small, mindful changes to her meals. She introduced specific nutrients that supported her blood flow, her joint flexibility, and her muscle recovery. Little by little, she noticed a difference. The swelling began to ease. The stiffness softened. And most importantly, Anna started to feel like herself again, walking freely, standing tall, and living with the independence she valued so dearly. Her journey wasn't about finding a miracle. It was about understanding the body's needs and honoring them. If you, like Anna, have ever felt frustrated by changes in your legs, the aching knees, the heavy steps, the tired ankles, you're not alone. And most importantly, it is not simply something you must accept without question. There are hidden culprits. There are real solutions. And just like Anna discovered, small changes can bring big returns. Let's take the first step together. First fruit, the acidic saboteur, pineapple. Pineapple, with its refreshing tropical flavor, has long been a symbol of health. It's packed with nutrients, particularly bromelain, an enzyme known for its anti-inflammatory benefits. Many people swear by it for everything from boosting digestion to soothing sore throats. However, for seniors, the very qualities that make pineapple so appealing can also make it a hidden threat. As we age, our bodies undergo a number of changes, many of which affect our circulatory system. Our blood vessels weaken, and circulation becomes less efficient, which can lead to a variety of uncomfortable issues. One of the biggest challenges for older adults is maintaining proper circulation, especially to the extremities like the legs and feet. Pineapple, unfortunately, can make this worse. Pineapple is high in both natural sugars and acids. While the sugar can give a quick burst of energy, it also creates a sharp surge in blood sugar levels. For seniors, this sugar spike can wreak havoc on already fragile blood vessels, further compromising circulation. Over time, this damage can lead to aching legs, swollen ankles, and painful, stiff knees. But that's not all. For those already suffering from joint pain, pineapple's natural acidity can aggravate inflammation, making pain and stiffness even worse. If you're on blood thinners, the bromelain in pineapple adds yet another complication. Bromelain has the potential to interfere with the effects of blood-thinning medication, which could lead to dangerous side effects. It's a concern that should not be overlooked, especially for seniors who are managing multiple medications. Solution: while pineapple isn't something you need to avoid completely, it's best enjoyed in moderation. Treat it more as a dessert than a daily snack. A few small bites every once in a while will allow you to enjoy its tropical taste without risking your circulation or joint health. Protecting your circulation should always come first, so be mindful of how much pineapple you consume. Second fruit, the hidden inflamer, bananas. Bananas often seem like the perfect snack. They're soft, easy to eat, and full of potassium, a mineral that's essential for maintaining healthy blood pressure. They're even often recommended for people who need a quick energy boost. But there's more to this popular fruit than meets the eye. And unfortunately, for seniors, bananas can be more harmful than helpful. Bananas contain sugars that are quickly absorbed into the bloodstream. This fast-digesting sugar causes a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. While this may not seem like a big issue for younger people, for older adults, it can trigger a chain reaction that leads to inflammation. When blood sugar spikes, it puts additional strain on the circulatory system, making it even more difficult for your body to maintain proper circulation. This results in the familiar discomfort of stiff legs, swelling in the ankles, and even a feeling of heaviness in the lower body. For those who struggle with fluid retention, bananas can make the problem even worse. The high sugar content can worsen swelling, leading to puffy ankles and sore knees, issues that can make it harder to walk and move around comfortably. Over time, these symptoms can become more pronounced, affecting your overall mobility and quality of life. Solution: the key to enjoying bananas as a senior is moderation. You don't need to cut them out completely, but you should limit yourself to half a small banana per day. And be sure never to eat a banana on an empty stomach. This can help you avoid the sudden sugar spike and the inflammation it can cause. Instead, pair bananas with a protein or fiber-rich food to help slow the sugar absorption and protect your circulation. By paying attention to how these fruits affect your body, you can enjoy their benefits without letting them sabotage your health. While they may be delicious, it's essential to consume them with care, ensuring they're part of a balanced, healthy diet that supports your circulation and joint health as you age. Third fruit, the tiny troublemaker, grapes. Grapes, those tiny, sweet, and heart-healthy fruits, often seem like a safe and nutritious snack for those of us looking to enjoy a refreshing treat. They are easy to pop into your mouth, and their smooth, delicate skin and juicy interior make them quite appealing. But behind their innocent appearance, grapes carry a hidden danger: high levels of fructose. Fructose, when poorly metabolized, a common issue as we age, can have a devastating effect on our health. It turns into fat and uric acid in the body. This is the same uric acid that causes gout, a condition that can bring unbearable pain, especially in the joints. For those who don't have gout, this acid can still cause significant inflammation, often targeting the joints in the toes, ankles, and knees. As we get older, our bodies can struggle to metabolize foods in the same way they did when we were younger. If you've ever experienced sudden tightness or a burning sensation in your calves or toes, you might find that grapes are part of the reason why. It's easy to overlook the small things like a handful of grapes, but they may be contributing to discomfort or pain that you can't quite explain. Solution: while grapes can be a healthy addition to many diets, it's important to eat them sparingly, especially as we age. Instead of indulging in a large bowl, or handful of grapes. Try limiting yourself to just a few. This way, you can still enjoy their sweet taste without overloading your body with excess fructose that could lead to unwanted inflammation and discomfort. Fourth fruit, the sugar trap, watermelon. Watermelon is a beloved fruit, especially during the hot summer months. It's refreshing, hydrating, and often seen as a healthy choice. However, there's more to this juicy fruit than meets the eye. Watermelon has a high glycemic index, which means it rapidly spikes blood sugar levels. For older adults, this can be a serious concern. When we consume foods with a high glycemic index, such as watermelon, our blood sugar rises quickly, causing a rush of energy followed by a crash. But for seniors, the effects can be far more damaging than just a temporary energy dip. These quick spikes in blood sugar can silently damage circulation, affecting the heart and blood vessels, and potentially leading to complications over time. After eating a slice or two of watermelon, many seniors notice swelling, soreness, or fatigue, particularly in the legs. For those who are already dealing with conditions like arthritis or poor circulation, this could be an uncomfortable and frustrating consequence. The simple act of walking or climbing stairs may become more difficult, and the joy of summer could quickly turn into an experience of discomfort. Solution: while watermelon is a delicious and refreshing treat, it's best enjoyed as an occasional indulgence rather than a daily snack. Consider it a special summer treat rather than a regular part of your diet. By doing so, you can avoid the sugar jolt that watermelon delivers and keep your circulation and energy levels in check. A small slice here and there won't cause harm, but don't let it become a daily habit that could lead to long-term health issues. Fifth fruit, the citrus culprit, oranges. For many of us, starting the day with a refreshing glass of orange juice feels like a healthy choice. Oranges are packed with vitamin C, an essential nutrient for immune support and overall well-being. However, this seemingly innocent fruit can actually cause harm over time, especially for those of us in our later years. The problem with oranges lies in their high levels of citric acid and sugar. While these elements may not seem alarming at first, they can gradually worsen joint inflammation in a subtle, insidious way. For seniors dealing with arthritis or joint pain, the citric acid in oranges can trigger increased inflammation, leading to painful flare-ups. Over time, this can manifest as stiffness in the knees, aching hips, and even swelling in the joints, all of which can make simple daily activities like walking or climbing stairs much more difficult. The solution to this issue is simple. Consider swapping oranges for fruits that are lower in acid, such as berries. Berries are rich in antioxidants and have anti-inflammatory properties, making them a better choice for seniors who are looking to protect their joints without sacrificing flavor. Blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries are all excellent alternatives that will give you a similar burst of vitamins without the harmful effects on your joints. Sixth fruit, the silent stiffener, green apples. Green apples, with their tart taste and slightly lower sugar content, are often thought of as a safer option for those watching their sugar intake. They might even seem like a great choice for those managing their weight or blood sugar levels. But there's a catch. While green apples may not be as sweet as their red counterparts, they still contain malic acid, which can irritate sensitive joints as we age. Malic acid is known to cause discomfort in people with arthritis or other joint-related issues. For seniors, consuming green apples regularly may contribute to increased joint pain or stiffness, especially in the knees, hips, and lower back. On top of that, green apples contain sugars that can cause subtle spikes in blood sugar levels. These spikes may lead to nighttime leg cramps or morning stiffness, making it harder to get out of bed or go about your day. So what's the solution? Rather than eating raw green apples, consider cooking them slightly to reduce their acidity. A warm, cooked apple can still provide a delightful treat without the negative impact on your joints. Another helpful strategy is to pair apples with a protein snack, which can help stabilize blood sugar levels and prevent the uncomfortable leg cramps that sometimes accompany apple consumption. This way, you can still enjoy the flavor of apples, but with less risk to your joints and overall comfort. Seventh fruit, the sweet deceiver, mangoes. Mangoes are undeniably delicious, with their sweet, juicy flesh that makes them a favorite for many. However, for seniors, this tropical fruit can be more harmful than it appears at first glance. Despite their light, refreshing taste, mangoes are loaded with sugar. And that sugar can have a significant impact on your health, especially when it comes to your joints and circulation. The sugar content in mangoes can trigger rapid insulin spikes, leading to internal inflammation. This inflammation can exacerbate existing joint pain and promote leg weakness, which is a common concern for older adults who may already be struggling with mobility issues. The sweetness of mangoes can also put additional stress on the circulation, making it harder for seniors to maintain healthy blood flow, which is essential for overall joint health. So what's the solution? It's not necessary to avoid mangoes altogether, but moderation is key. If you choose to enjoy this tropical treat, try to limit your portions to small slices and savor them on rare occasions. This way, you can still indulge in the sweetness of mangoes without putting unnecessary strain on your joints and circulation. It's all about balance and making mindful choices to protect your health as you age. What should you eat instead? Now that you're aware of what foods might be causing you harm, it's time to talk about the good news. There are fruits out there that can actually help you heal instead of making things worse. These fruits are not just about adding flavor to your meals. They're about nourishing your body in a way that supports your joints, strengthens your muscles, and makes you feel more agile. They're gifts of nature that can lighten your load, both physically and emotionally. Let's start with berries: blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. They're low in sugar, which means they won't cause spikes in your blood sugar. What they will do, however, is flood your body with antioxidants. These antioxidants are like little warriors, fighting against inflammation and helping to support good circulation. And when your circulation is better, your joints and muscles get more of the oxygen and nutrients they need to move freely. The result? You feel more flexible, less stiff, and more able to do the things you love. Then we have cherries. You might already know that cherries can be sweet, but did you know they also have powerful anti-inflammatory properties? When eaten in moderation, cherries can help lower uric acid levels in the body, which can reduce the pain in your joints. If you've ever had trouble with swollen, aching joints, you know just how much of an impact that can have on your day. Cherries don't promise a miracle cure, but they can help soothe your joints, providing relief in a simple and natural way. Next up is avocados. These may seem like a modern food trend, but they've actually been around for centuries, and for good reason. Avocados are full of good fats that are essential for cushioning your joints. They also help stabilize your blood sugar, which is incredibly important as we age. When our blood sugar levels are stable, our energy levels are more consistent, and we don't experience those sudden crashes that can make us feel sluggish. With avocados, you're not only giving your joints the nourishment they need, but you're also supporting your overall health in a way that promotes stability and strength. Papaya is another fruit that can help. It's incredibly gentle on your digestive system, which is essential as we grow older. Our digestive systems can become more sensitive, and papaya's enzymes are known for their ability to reduce inflammation in the gut. But the benefits don't stop there. Papaya can also help reduce the inflammation in your joints, making it easier for you to move without pain. Its natural sweetness and mild flavor make it a perfect addition to any meal or snack. Finally, let's talk about pears. Pears are mild in sweetness, which makes them a great choice for people who want to avoid the sugar spikes that come from eating other sweet fruits. When paired with a little protein, pears can help stabilize your blood sugar and give you a steady source of energy throughout the day. No sudden highs and lows, just balanced. Gentle energy that helps you stay focused and feeling strong. These fruits are not just something to enjoy once in a while. They're the building blocks of a healthy, active life. They help nurture your body, not burden it. They give you the energy to move lighter, stand taller, and wake up each day feeling more free, more capable, and more independent. You don't have to accept pain and stiffness as a normal part of aging. By making small, simple changes like choosing the right fruits to eat, you can make a big difference in how you feel. Final words for you. If you made it this far, I want you to know that it's clear you care about your strength, your independence, and your future. And I need you to hear this. It's never too late. Too often, we're told that as we get older, we have to accept things like pain, stiffness, and weakness. But that's simply not true. Aging doesn't have to mean giving up the things that make you feel strong, healthy, and free. It's not inevitable. The good news is you have control over your body. And you can make changes right now, starting with the food you eat. Pain in your joints? There's something you can do about it. Stiffness in the mornings? You can change that too. Weakness that holds you back from living your life fully? It doesn't have to define you. By making small, mindful choices every day, like adding the right fruits to your meals, you can gradually reclaim your strength. And you don't have to make huge changes all at once. Start with one fruit, one meal, one choice, and build from there. Choosing wisely isn't just about the food you put on your plate. It's about deciding that you deserve better. You deserve mornings where you wake up feeling light and free, without the aches and pains that keep you from getting out of bed with ease. You deserve steps that feel steady and sure, not shaky and uncertain. You deserve days where you don't fear falling. Days where you can do what you love without worrying about what your body can or can't do. And it all begins now, with something as simple as the fruits you choose to eat. You can start taking back your strength, your independence, and your freedom. It's not a far-off dream. It's something you can do starting today. So, I ask you now, what change will you start today? Type yes if you're ready to take the first step toward reclaiming your strength. Remember this, your independence is carried in your legs. Protect them well, and they will carry you far.